this Baltimore crowd, they're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, come on. Come on, man. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go. 70 ending. Mike, 58, right there. I got him. Alert. Touchdown. Travel. Single. Check 4. Echo. Out. Go. Kill.
From the gun, Jackson flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Christian Kirk deep to return it. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Cardinal first. Down on a gain of 13.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
13 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
Set, hut. 60 outlaw. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Murray now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012. When Murray was a sophomore in high school, Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Here we go. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Murray now on 1st down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
One thing we do know he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Open man is Kirk, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Murray, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well. They weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Under 10, 10. 53's the mic, 53.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team. And
they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
6-man. Check girls.
Running, it's Drake. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Murray going to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
On the ready. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Last year as a rookie, Edmonds got more action than most people anticipated as David Johnson's backup. 80 touches, 60 of them on the ground, 20 through the air. 4th-round pick in 2018 out of Fordham, who had a whopping 5,800 rushing. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. Going deep for Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Watch twitch. Go.
Check 50. Check 50.
Kill. Yo. No. Me.
From the 27, Jackson. And that's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They got to find a way to get back in sync.
Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Hustle. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go. Switch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Get that quarterback.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught by Mark Ingram. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Jackson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. No, you can't block me. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
To throw again is Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On first down, Dobbins, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He may try and run for this. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
We play to win. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And a catch made by Hopkins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Get him. Get him. Get him. Shit. Sweet. Rotate. Spell. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Right there.
Check. Check out.
Kill.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Being chased out left. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 2nd and 9, Murray, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Comes to me, it's me. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got extreme. Go. I'm coming after you. Jackson.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 3rd down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 48, Ravens 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Able to spin free.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Yeah. Let's get it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch it out. He's checking. Crash.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger
taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete.
Joker. Leo, rush in.
On 2nd down, Ingram. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready. Pittsburgh. It's a party now. Check
22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber. Echo, Echo. Jet, Jet. Same on. Jet.
On third down, Jackson is going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Slam, slam, slam. Go, go.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for two is denied. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and...
It got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
On second down now. It's Drake, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a first and 10. To throw is Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. On third down, Drake. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Check the backer, check the backer.
It's three. Watch me. Zoom, zoom.
Jackson on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Yo. So I got one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson going left side here, and it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, Dobbins, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Get him on. Rest.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Check four. Check four.
Out, 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 out. Orbit, orbit. On the ball. On the ball.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Kill, kill, kill. Try any weapon. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Faster, faster.
57's the mic. Mike 57. 3 buzz. 3 buzz.
Hot 7, hot 7.
From the gun, Jackson is going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's
down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. From the gun, Murray, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Come on, fellas. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
58, 22, jet cover. 22.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven 1st. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
The Cardinals take over.
We got this.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down, it's Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him. And
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jackson. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson operating from the gun. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
Let's go. Do it.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Jackson on 1st down. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants...
And this is caught. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get... And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
From the 27, Murray escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And he fends him off. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run. It's Drake. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check. Under crunch.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 16-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Get in the weight room. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. All day, punt. And 58 is a Mike.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Cardinals take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A throw over the middle, taken in. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Let's go.
They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
17 more yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Showing it. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Check. Neil. Check.
Check 13. Check 13.
You go 13. You bet. You got tight right there. Same on. Twist. Go. Twist.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Baltimore, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, 30 change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euro. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me.